Hi guys, today we're going to be looking at Power Girl and her powers. First of all, she uses flight as her movement. And for her weapon is Brawling. With the range attacks being their own kind of weapon, I guess, because they're Thermal Blast and Thermal Gaze. So let's take a look at her powers. You got Knockout Kick. Stuns and knocks down nearby enemies with a powerful kick to the head. So you want to be up close for this. And it does like a spin. I think that was like a spin kick there. Yeah, so spin round kick. Knocks them down to the floor, and then stuns them also when they get back up. So they're stunned there, which they can break out of if they keep tapping the block button. So that's Knockout Kick. Next one is Shockwave Stomp. Knocks back and damages nearby enemies. So it's similar to what a lot of Legends characters have, where they have like a power where they either punch the floor or jump, or like did there with like a stomp of some sort, which knocks back enemies that are within close range of them. So it won't just hit one, it will hit multiple targets if they're within very close range. So it can be quite a good power to use when you're getting ganked by like maybe 2 or 3 people. You could use that to knock them away. So that's Shockwave Stomp. Next one is Whirlwind Attack. Whips winds into a Maelstrom Frenzy as you circle enemies, knocking them down. So you have to be close range for this one as well. And you'll spin around like that, and you'll do a few ticks of damage, and it will take the opponents off their feet and spin them around a little bit and knock them to the floor, and you get a few ticks of damage as well. So next power is, that was Whirlwind Attack. The next one is Swoop Attack. Fly straight at your opponent, damaging and knocking it down. It's the same power as what all the Kryptonian characters have, and most of the Lantern characters, I think, where they have a move that drags them in from range like that, and gets you into melee range, normally knocking down your opponent, but I don't know why it wasn't knocking Harley down there. It normally knocks them down, or knocks them up into the air and then down. At that time it worked. So I think it's meant to always knock them up into the air or knock them down onto the floor, but so it's working when you're up close, but it should be working when you're about that far away as well. So that's Swoop Attack. Next one is Freezing Breath. Unleashes a freezing blast to chill, snare, and eventually freeze your enemies. Inflicts frostbite to make enemies vulnerable to freezing effects. So this one's got kind of a nice animation with quite a few ticks of damage that you can do on your opponent, and they get stuck, as you can see there, in ice on around their feet. But if they keep tapping the R1 button, they can break out of that with their block. It's got a lengthy animation on it though, so when you do it, you can't get out, so you're vulnerable to being attacked. So just be careful, use it in the right situations. And that's the same with this last power as well, Heat Vision. Blast out ocular heat beams to ignite and repel your target. Inflicts burning to cause damage over time. So it's a different kind of power in the sense that it's heat, and you get ticks of damage over time. But the animation time and cooldown time is probably going to be exactly the same as what the freezing one was. So you can't move while you're in this animation, so you're vulnerable to being attacked. So just make sure you use it at the right sort of situations. Don't use it when it's just one-on-one and You know, maybe use it when you're at range. Be good for Legends PvE content, but for Legends PvP, it will probably only have its uses at certain times, and that'll probably be when it's like, you know, quite a few of you in a small area, and you can maybe move away and use your ranged powers without being attacked, because everyone's kind of occupied fighting each other. So that's a look at Power Girl and her powers. Thanks for watching. Bye.